Hi again, everybody. My name is Greg Anderson, and this is the Good Timekeeping Show with Greg Anderson. I want to do a quick review of these watches. These are different versions of the DW291H watch from Casio. It's almost as tough as a G-Shock watch. It's part of the HD series of watches, 200-meter water resistance. I know that looks like it says Zoom, but it is actually 200-meter water resistance. I did an in-depth review of this watch, but I wanted to show you this other version and do a quick review for those of you who don't maybe want all the nitty-gritty details, but I'll go over an overview of all the functions and features of this watch. There's one other version readily available, and I found it at local Walmart stores. Just a different color combination on the face and also the bezel. So you're welcome to look for that one if you'd like to. I just managed to get these two, and since the other is available at Walmart pretty easily, I may get that one as well. So what you'll find here, and I'll just kind of focus on this one right now. Of course, on the main screen you've got the day of the week and the date, and that's a tiny dial that actually, if you look closely, you can see that's an analog clock generated by the LCD that happens to match up with my local time right there. And in any mode, the local time will still be right there. So if you're doing a stopwatch or countdown timer, you still can look at that tiny little clock and have your analog clock. Okay, so here, let's go through the different modes. Of course, there's your local time there, and there's a little bit of an animation here with those 10 little bars that either appear or disappear, synchronized with the readout of the seconds right there. I go into, well, let me show you first of all here, you have other cities. You have up to 4 cities that you can choose here as alternate cities to show the time in those cities, but time zone 1 is still your home time, and that's the one that's going to be showing there. But if I want to go here to the next mode, this is my world time mode, so any other time zone I've chosen can be right there all the time. And if I want to change that, I use these buttons here to move eastward on the map and choose some other time zone. And my next mode would be the alarm mode. So I have 5 alarms here, and the nice thing about the alarms on this one is if you activate the alarms, first you have alarm on one time, see, one on, or on for every day, or off. So if I do it one time, then tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, that alarm is going to go, and then it'll go to off mode after that until I reset that. So there are 5 alarms plus an hourly chime that I get to choose on or off. The next mode is my countdown timer, and this can be any number of hours, minutes, or seconds from 1 second all the way up to the full 24 hours. That's my countdown timer that I can select there. Then I have my stopwatch, which is a 24-hour stopwatch with hours, minutes, seconds, and hundredths of a second, and I'm back to my home time zone right there. If I press and hold this button here, then hold that for just a moment, and then it says mute, and now it won't beep as often when I push the buttons. It'll still make sounds when the alarm goes off and when the countdown timer ends and that sort of thing. If I quickly show you how I set this up, I can manually set the seconds there. Here I choose whether daylight saving time will be on or off. Here I choose my local time zone for my home time zone number 1. Here I can manually set the time, and 24-hour or 12-hour display is selected right there. And then I can select the date. And also here, the backlight can either stay on for 3 seconds or 1.5 seconds every time I press that button up there for the backlight. And there, it's all set up, and that is what it does. Now let's enjoy the backlights on these watches. Just a quick tap there. And it's two little LEDs in the bottom corners of the display. Lights up pretty well, looks nice, and I quite like those backlights. This, by the way, feels like a pretty good sturdy strap. And again, you got your 200-meter water resistance there. Nice little stamped metal back with 4 tiny screws to hold that on. Whenever you need to change the battery, you can open that up. But this battery should last 10 years. So 10-year battery, this is what it looks like. You can see that the crystal there is just right on the surface. So not a lot of protection there. If you're really hard on the watch, you could scratch that up probably pretty easily. But other than that, I find it to be a tough watch, super affordable. I found this for around $30 online. I found this one in the store at Walmart, along with that other one that has more of a gold look to it. So not too difficult to find at all. Pretty good bargain, pretty tough, and a nice looking watch. I really like these so much I had to get more than one flavor, if you will, and I still might get that other one. Anyway, that's all for now, and I hope you will join me for more reviews and other information on the Good Timekeeping Show.